New week, new weekly, and this is the No Evidence Weekly Challenge on Grafton, only it's Blood Moon enhanced, and this time we're actually going to let you decide what these ghosts are, and it's not because I actually had my mic muted the whole time I recorded this, which is such an amateur move, but somehow we've amassed 16,000 subscribers, so thank you for that. But yeah, totally not because I had my mic muted. No, I'm going to do this as an extra one because you all love the You Decide series so much. Okay, but on the real, my mic was muted for this, so you may see my mouth moving and not saying anything. But we're going to go through these ghosts, and we're going to go at the end how exactly we eliminated and figured them out. So we're going to use the mirror to find the ghost room and then set up for your basic tests of Shade, Wraith, Mimic, Onryo, just to give you kind of a hint on where to start with. Take the hunt from there if necessary and try to verify the ghost. So it's a fun time. That first ghost is going to be erased. I hear this ghost set off the motion sensor, but not step in the salt. The weird thing is, with the angle that it's at, I'm not really sure if that's going to be exactly what it is. So I say, screw it, let's just start the hunt. Let's get it out the way fast. And of course, during the hunt, ghost does not step in the salt. Second ghost is a little bit more annoying, but also not too bad at the same time. I went ahead and decided we were going to go with shade. It did not do anything. Right away, I know we set up, go in, and we can rule out Wraith and Mimic right away because we don't see orbs. It does not step in the salt. Then things get sussy because the ghost does absolutely nothing. It never blows out the candle with us in the room. It blew out the 2 candles when we were outside of the room while we were setting up everything. So I'm kind of sus of shade. So I'm like, you know, it's not worth doing all this. Let's just go ahead. Let's trigger a hunt. If the hunt is normal speed, which for 125% means it's going to be still slightly faster. So that was normal speed, so I was not too worried about that. Last ghost here is where it kind of gets a little bit more fun because it is not as easy. The ghost did throw a lot. It was just normal speed, so it was a Pulte, and that is what we got at the end. All right, so we do our usual setup. Find the ghost room, set up. It's not a Mimic, it's not a Wraith, not a Shade, because it was doing quite a bit while we were in the room. It did end up blowing out the 3rd candle to rule out an Onryo. It did turn on a light to rule out a Mare, which is fantastic whenever you get to see that. So our kind of normal ghost checks wasn't really doing much. So, of course, best thing to do then is to get hunted. So we got hunted and decided to do this. Anything set off alarm bells there? Well, it should, because I was fairly certain that we were dealing with a Polty. With the amount of throws that it had and seeing some of those objects fly around, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is a Polty, but it's always a good idea to double and triple check. And we knew that the ghost there was normal speed, but I wasn't sure if it was slightly faster enough or not, because again, I don't play 125% speed. I'm used to 100 or 150, but it's the weird numbers like 75% slower, faster, or 125. That's like, it's ever so slightly different, and I don't know what normal is supposed to be. So it seemed kind of faster, maybe. I know it was normal or slightly faster. So after smudging, it did hunt less than 3 minutes. So here were the ghosts we can kind of rule out, and it was kind of just down to yokai, yurei. Polty is what I figured it was. Twins, moroi. I wasn't sure if it was like we had enough sanity for moroi to sound somewhat just slightly faster, or was a slightly faster twin. Goryo was always in that room, so I wasn't sure if it was quite a Goryo or not. Last hunt, I did decide to go ahead, let the mirror drain all of our sanity to 0 so we could figure out moroi for sure or not. Also about an age Thay, you know, I was not too sure if the ghost really sped up in line of sight or not. So we knew it was a Polty, and if you want to play more You Decide, then click or tap the screen now as it's the previous week's one, and we'll have another one coming up soon as well. Thank you so much to all the channel members and the Twitch subscribers for all the extra support. I truly do appreciate it. Again, thank you all for 16,000 subs. Happy hunting, everybody, and I'll see you in another You Decide.